Thanks. So hello everyone, welcome also from my side. So my name is Ulrike Siegler and I would like today to present to you the submission tool and how it works. So first of all, in order to submit a proposal, you need to register your proposal. This is done by the coordinator. So before you can register yourself or the proposal, you need to appoint a coordinator within your consortium who will then do the coordinator registration. You can find it on the left-hand side. There you will find several bullet points: coordinator registration, coordinator login, partner login, and funder login. So you go to the coordinator registration. So, and if you click on the coordinator registration, you will find a field, some data you have to fill in. So you need to fill in your name and your email address, and then you will go to the next step and agree that you would like to register, and then you will receive an activation link from the Agroecology call office. So please also check your spam folder if this is in your spam folder. If you have registered yourself, click on the link, on the activation link, and then your account is activated, and then you can go to the coordinator login and proceed. If you go to coordinator login, you will find several menu buttons you have to choose in order to compile your consortium. You go to the first one, which is called partners. If you click on it, then you will see a partner list. So this is an example here. So there's already one partner listed and the second one and the second partner listed. So the first partner listed in this list is always you as a coordinator, and the other one follows other partners. You click on the button add a new partner. Yeah, correct. So, and then you have to fill in the name and the email address and the login name for your partner, and then you go to save. And following this, your partner is listed there, and then you find on the right-hand side a little envelope symbol. You have to click on it. It's turned blue at the beginning. If you click on it, the system will ask you if you would like to invite this partner, and if you click on it, the partner will receive, as you have received, an activation link via email from the Agroecology call office. And then this partner can also click on the activation link, and then he can also log in as partner to your consortium. And then he will be fully activated and can use the portal as well. So some general things, as said, you can invite your partners to the proposal. However, the right-hand side, which you can see, is only the view the coordinator has. So only the coordinator can submit the proposal on behalf of the entire consortium. So the partners will not see all those bullet points listed here on the right-hand side. They will only see their own partner profile they have to fill in. So the coordinator has to fill in on behalf of the entire consortium, and the partners can only see the partner profile as set, and they can download the current version of the proposal what the coordinator has already filled in. Information what you have to fill in each of those sections listed on the right-hand side you can find in the call document, which Nicola has presented in the previous presentation, which you can find in Annex 2 for the pre-proposal and in Annex 4 for the full proposals. And you can also find information if you click on each section in the submission tool. So how you proceed to complete your proposal. So there are different menu buttons, and some of them are free text fields where you have to include a narrative, which is applicable for the summary of your project, for the Living Lab approach explanation, for the description of work, and for the full proposal also for the science policy interface. Then you have also tick boxes you have to click, you have radio buttons, drop-down menus, and you can also upload PDF files and figures to submit your proposal. And you can always have a look at the current working version of your proposal by clicking on the menu button download, which is right on the bottom. And then the system will always compile a PDF file of the current version of the proposal. As said, this is something which also the partners can do and can follow up on the progress. A very important button as well is the validation button. If you click on the validation button, the system will show you which data are still missing in the proposal. So you get a clear overview what you have already filled in, and which data are still missing. And you can only submit the full proposal if the validation says that there's nothing missing. So if everything is green, then you can submit the proposal. If you still see some red buttons that some things are missing in the validation, then you cannot submit the proposal at all. So I would like to go a bit into detail into the free text fields. So you have on top of each section, as said, you have a short description. The free text fields are always limited in the number of characters. So in case of the project summary, for instance, it's 3,500 characters. However, this is coded in an HTML code. So if you use a lot of formatting, then the total number of characters is a bit reduced due to the issue that this system works on an HTML code base. So you can do some limited formatting. So you can include headings by making the text in bold or underline the text or have italic text forms. Please do not forget to save the data, otherwise the data will get lost. And you can include in those free text fields up to 3 figures in case of the pre-proposal and up to 6 figures in case of the full proposal submission. In the next slides, I will briefly explain to you on how to include the figures, because this is somehow maybe a bit difficult and not as usual as you do it in such submission platforms. So how to include figures in the free text field. So first of all, you have to go out of the project summary in case you have worked already at the moment at the summary. Then you go to the menu button, which is called figures. You click on it, and then you will see that you can upload a figure. It can be in different types. I think it's JPEG, it's PNG, or a GIF file. You upload the figure. Please be aware, because a lot of people will ask it. The file path will always be a fake path, because the system does not show you the real path you have on your computer for sure, because this is something confidential, and that's why it's not displayed then here if you go and choose. Please pay attention to the correct size. So the correct size for a figure you can upload is a maximum of 600 pixels. So, and you can adjust the size of the figure later on in the project summary or in the field where you would like to fill in by reducing the size of the pixels. So you cannot adjust the size of the figure by saying, okay, I want to have it 3 centimeters in height and 5 in length. So you have to adapt it by reducing the pixel size. And the smaller pixels you choose, the smaller the figure will get. We highly recommend to use suitable programs to adapt your figures to the correct pixel size. Usually you can use Paint or any other program, but Paint is really highly recommended. It works quite well. So if you have uploaded the figure, you click on Save, and if this is not the correct size, the system will refuse the upload of the figure. Otherwise, it will be saved if everything is correct. So once the figure is saved, you can see the uploaded figure in the system. And it has been given a name which is called figure 1. So for the system, this figure doesn't matter which name you have given the figure, it will be figure 1 for the system. So now you have uploaded the figure. You can also delete it, or you can, if you choose another figure for figure 1, if you upload it, then this figure will be replaced by the latest updated one. So no need to delete it. You can just upload another one if you would like to update it. So if this is done, you can go back to the project summary in this case. And then you include the figure in the project summary as follows. So you go to the project summary, and then you have to write in a command into the text field, which is 2 brackets, then figure 1, and then 2 brackets, and then click on Save. So on this example, the command was included, and I've chosen to center it. So I've put it in the center, and below that I have put in the description of the figure. And then click on Save. And if you would like to see how it will look like, then in the proposal, you go to the menu button, Download Proposal, where you can see, as already said, the current working version of the proposal. So, and this is how it will then look like. If you download the proposal, you will see the project summary and the figure included. In this example, the figure has a pixel size of 300, 200 pixels. And on the next slide, I show you how you reduce the figure. So in this case, I've uploaded the same figure with the pixel size 150 100 pixel, and then you can clearly see that there is that the size is reduced of the figure. So then I would briefly explain to you how to include the finances in the portal, because this is also something a lot of people ask, or which is maybe somehow a bit complicated. So you can see if you go to the financial plan on the menu button in the submission system, that you can fill in the funding per partner. So it's important that only the coordinator can see this table. So it's crucial that the coordinator needs to submit the requested funding on behalf of all partners. So they see on the left-hand side, you see the organization names, which is the name of the organization, and below also overhead costs. So the units are in kilo euros, so without decimals. So if you would like to request funding of 1,000 euro, you write a 1 in the system, and 10,000 euros, then 10 in the system. So before you do so, please check the Annex 9, which was mentioned several times in this webinar today, which is the funder-specific regulation. So not all funders will fund every cost category. And please check beforehand. For instance, maybe some funders will not provide funding for subcontracts, so you cannot include any numbers here for this partner if this is applicable. And then you fill in all the table in case there are overheads eligible costs, and include also the overheads, and then the system will automatically calculate the requested funding. There's also a table for own contribution, and then we'll calculate the total costs. In case you have associated partners included, then you cannot fill in any funding requests in this table for the associated partners, because associated partners are participating on own contribution only. So then, in case you will be invited for full proposal, you also have to provide some finance comments, which means that you have to explain for which you would like to use the funds you are requesting from. As the same as before, this can be only done by the coordinator. So the coordinator has to collect all the finance comments from all the partners, as he has done it, or she has done it already beforehand for the budget. So for each cost item, the coordinator will then provide a brief explanation. For instance, in personal cost, he would then provide, well, the 100,000 euros are meant to hire one PhD student for 3 years. And same for all the other cost categories. There's also quite a comprehensive explanation in each of the menu buttons when you go to the submission system, as well as also on the call document. And again, I'm repeating myself, but it's really necessary. Please check the funder-specific regulation for each cost item, which costs are eligible for which funder. So how can you edit the partner profile? So as you as coordinator can edit your own profile. However, you are also able to edit the profiles of your partners. So for this, you have to go to the menu button partners again. And then you can see again the list of the partners, and then you go to this little pencil symbol, and if you click on it, you can edit and complete the partner profile completely on behalf of the partners as well. However, there's one very, very important thing. There are 2 declarations. They are only visible for each partner, so the coordinator cannot see those declarations from all the partners. This is something only the partner itself can see. These are the declarations which each partner needs to confirm by him or herself, which is that they have read the privacy notes from us, which is very important in terms of the GDPRs. And the second one, that each partner is aware of his or her funder regulations which apply to them. So those 2 declarations, they can only be ticked by each partner individual. So this is one you can see. I mean, if you go to the right-hand side on my slide, you can see the partner list, and then you can see on the one of the last columns, which is called net reg, which called national regulations, and there you can see a tick for yes and the red dot for no. So if there's still a red dot visible, this means that this partner has not ticked those declarations yet. And it's really crucial that they need to tick those boxes, otherwise you will be not able to submit the proposal. So please pay attention to this well in advance before the proposal submission, that all your partners have ticked those boxes, otherwise you will not able to submit, because only the partner can tick those boxes, and if they are absent, for instance, at the day of the submission deadline, you will not be able to submit if this is missing. So then there are some optional menu buttons in the tool, which is the letter of financial commitment. So this is only obligatory if you have included associated partners participating on own resources. You also have to upload a letter of letters of financial commitment. You can only upload one PDF file. So please, if you have several associated partners, you have to merge those PDF files to one PDF document. And then you have the literature references. This is something you can upload up to 2 pages of a PDF file. Here you can include all your citations you have in the narratives. So there's no need to make any, so that you can, yes, save some character, because the characters are very limited. So in case you have some citations, you would like to cite some literature, you can do that in the text and then include a literature reference list. So please do not use the additional uploads for anything else than what is described here. For instance, to upload additional CVs or additional pages of a work plan. We will check this. So the limit of, for instance, for the work plan is limited to 12 pages. So please do not upload other documents here, because this may also result in a non-eligible of one proposal. I think this is the end of my talk, and I thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, please place them in the chat.
Thank you, Ulrike. We can stop the record.